live on my phone while I'm walking a dog. So this should be interesting. And I may have to put my dog on a leash, or I may have to stop because of people, and stuff. He's not on a leash right now. I just filmed a video, but I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to go live and do the video live on Facebook, on YouTube, instead of uploading it. So here I am, without a filter. Could be brutal. Anyways, what I was talking about, those times in our lives when sometimes we feel bored. Like, is this it? I don't know what I want to do. Or I know what I want, but I don't see how I can possibly do it. So you feel stuck. You kind of feel helpless. You feel like, ugh, right? And so it kind of brings you down. Well, I've kind of been in that situation in the last little bit because I'm changing what I want to help women with in a way, because I was kind of losing interest in that, right? Now, I'm truly for women living a healthy, happy life, truly. And health is number one for me, always, health and freedom. But I really don't want to do this whole focus on weight loss and help women through the perimenopause phase. I can help, but I want to do that on a more one-on-one basis and not continue, because it's just something that I kind of grew out of. I'm postmenopause, far, far from perimenopause. It's not something I always want to talk about, right? So what I really want to talk about is helping women over 50 live a life that's truly good to them, that's true, makes them happy, fulfilled, and to really step into that life, to really believe they can do it. So of course we go through these phases where we're like, oh, is that really possible for me? I don't know if I can really do that. Do I have what it takes? How am I supposed to do this? And then I got to thinking, well, there's many women who are feeling at this phase of life, if you know you want to make a change, it's hard because we're at this age where change is like, oh my goodness, it can seem like a big mountain. How will I do it? What will people think? How is it possible? Is it too late for me? I'm at this age, right? And so I'm single. And right now, definitely because I want to be, but also because I try. I'm on those dating apps, right? It's so brutal. Anybody else on them? I tell you, it's so brutal. I'm 59 and oh my freaking God, all I see is grandpas out there. I cannot date my grandpa. I cannot date someone who I think is a grandpa, who looks like one. And this is the thing. I am that old. Like I am. But when you don't see yourself, when you don't feel old, it's hard to be attracted to someone you see as old. So I don't know if anybody else is with me. Let me know if you are. But, so it's a really strange time of life. There's so much I still want to do. Yet the energy is like, oh, do I really want to do it? I kind of just want to sit back. I never thought I'd get to a time in my life where I feel like, oh my God, being retired right now would be really great. Like I would just be sitting back. I always thought, no, I'm always going to have purpose. I'm always going to have to be adventurous and doing different things. And so I think that's where my mind's going, is like, you should be doing this, doing that. But then sometimes I'm like, but I don't really want that right now. I feel like I just want to be really content, right? So it's such a funny, my dog. It's such a funny stage of life. And I wanted to get on and be honest and let you know that you're not alone, right? You're not alone. If you're unsatisfied with your life or parts of your life, that's normal. Because we go through phases. We should be changing. We should be up leveling. We should be, thinking about, wow, if I'm not happy, what is it? What is it that I'm not happy with? Is there something that needs to be changed, right? Is there something that I need to change? And you will know because you'll feel unsatisfied where you are. And then you got to look at, am I really unsatisfied, or am I just, I don't know what to say about that. That's a hard one. So where I am right now, I want to live in Mexico in the winter. And I've traveled all over, you guys. So some people would say, why Mexico? I've traveled so many places in the world. I lived in Bali for 9 months. I can't even say all the countries I've been to. All the countries, and I've been to like 13 Caribbean islands, Australia, New Zealand, tons of places. So I've been to quite a few places to check them out over the years. I started traveling at 17, actually. And so I've done all that, been there, done that, to so many places. And Mexico's really, really the place I'd like to be right now, and probably for a long time. So I want to be there in the winter, and then I'd still like to see my family in the summer. But then, of course, what comes up is, where are you going to live when you get back here? What are you going to do? Put your stuff in storage? What about your car? What about all this? And so then it feels overwhelming. It feels like, oh my God, like the rental market's terrible. The rent is so expensive. I have a great place now. Where would I live? What would I do? How am I going to afford to live there? Where would I, right? All that kind of stuff. And that can feel overwhelming, a lot of work. And so what we tend to do is shut down. And so then some days I think of it, but other days I'm like, I'll think about it later. Because in the moment, it feels like too much to decide, where it doesn't feel possible. And I don't like feeling like something isn't possible. I don't like that feeling. It makes me feel caged in, and freedom's my number one value. So I want to feel free. And always, my whole life, I've been able to do tons of things, right? So now it feels weird to say, I can't. What if I can't? Just because I have no place to put my stuff. And because the way rent prices are, and because of my age now, it's harder for roommates, things like that. You know what I'm talking about. And I don't own property right now. So there's a whole bunch of things that are coming up, but I'm not giving up, but I'm noticing, okay, this is the way you're feeling right now. This is what's coming up. You know that nothing's impossible. You know that you can do what you desire, and you know that that is what you desire. So either you're going to give up on it, believe it's not possible, then I will feel mad at myself, frustrated, not happy, and I don't want to be like that, right? So then I get to choose. Okay, I'm going to choose to think about this no matter how uncomfortable it feels, because I need to make some decisions, and I get to make some decisions, and I will figure out a way, because I've figured out a way in so many aspects of my life. So we need to remember that by this age we've lived through a lot, by this age we've had a lot of experiences, and by this age we have Bailey, come here. Bailey, gotta put him on. He doesn't listen though. Bailey. Just a minute. Good boy. Okay. And at this age, we've learned a lot. We're very strong. We know we can handle anything. So we can just tell ourselves, I can do this. I can handle anything. That's what I'm telling myself. When I wanted to live in Bali, I figured it out. It worked out. It happened. When I really want something, we can make it happen. So whatever you think you want, and even if you're confused and you don't know, it's okay. It's okay. Maybe you don't know because you're stopping yourself from really hearing your truth because you believe it's not possible. And you don't want to be sad and feel helpless, right? Or hopeless. Because when you lose faith in yourself, or lose faith in the type of life you want to live, it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good. So I want you to just know you're not alone. It's okay. You still do get to decide what you really, truly want and desire, and you get to have it. It's just right at this moment, you're not sure how, but don't give up on yourself. You get to live the life you love. If not now, when? I'm 59. There's no way I'm going to live out the rest of my life unhappy, feeling flat, feeling bored. No, it's just not going to happen. Why live? Why live if we can't enjoy our life? I think that's the whole purpose of it, right? So that's my message for you today. This is pretty cool to go live. I hope I'm still live. Let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know if you have something you want to do in life, or if there's a change you know you want to make, but you're a little nervous to make it. Because, hey, doesn't matter what age you are, you get to live a life you love. You just do. All right. So much love to you. Bye. My dog, I got to hold this and do this.